at all. Rather, it is because I believe your testimony. That's why an accomplice must exist.
Oh,
Is
good.
he getting waffles? He's getting waffles.
Yeah, he should be right back.
So you want to bet that everything is wrong?
Batman?
What the hell? Why's he turned to Batman?
Objection!
Burn his vocal cords?
Up until now, we had not even considered the possibility of an accomplice. However, if there had been an accomplice, it changes the entire story completely. If the accomplice took the murdered auction guest's place, then the number one... Sorry, where would the number one come from? Then the number of people remains 11.
Yeah. Oh, I see now. That is what you were thinking.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Get to the chopper. But you know, wouldn't that be quickly discovered?
Can't do it. Try.
Okay, no. Miss Jensen and the victim have similar physiques. If she wore the victim's mask, she could have easily taken her place. Miss Jensen, did you switch places with the victim?
I wouldn't.
Harry, did you put your name at the goblet of fire? Who was the conductor? In other words, tell me who was the true culprit.
I can't. I mean, that would also cause trouble for Granny.
Ooh.
Ouch! But Granny, I'll accept whatever wrongs you may have done. Just tell me everything. Granny!
Is that Alba?
Kids,
No.
that's why you don't slap other people's ball hair, please. You don't do that. No.
Yeah, she loves her grandma so much to beat her to death. Damn.
Bro, the animators of this game should get a raise.
Yes.
Honestly,
I've
I mean,
returned.
it's realistic that her hair had a balloon in it in order to give it that shape.
That's true. How could you have enough hair to get something that big? And like, it would topple over, right?
Yeah.
Huh.
And then for her to be able to slap it and it not hurt her
Yeah.
granny.
Ah. Nice one, animators. As I thought, it appears you really were the accomplice.
Miss Jensen, why?
Miss Jason, would you please tell us?
Yes, it's okay, Granny.
You're gonna
I'm fine
drink.
now. I switched places with the victim, Miss Crane.
So you admit to being the conductor's accomplice.
Yes, I helped out the conductor. I don't really know why, but for some reason, the conductor was expecting to be attacked by Miss Crane.
The conductor expected an attack from the victim.
They were so sure it was going to happen that they came up with a plan to counter it. A way to beat the victim at her own game, and that's when I was called in. I was told to wait in the storeroom before the auction began. Hold it! Whoa there, you ain't fooling my eyes. If you were waiting in the storeroom, I reckon I would have bumped into you.
Plot twist, there's two
After all,
storerooms.
I've been up in there, that storeroom, the entire auction. I'm telling the truth.
I wonder about that, you know. Can we really believe a girl who would falsify a report?
Objection! Heh, there should have been many places to hide in that storeroom.
Then by all means, tell me, where did our little nurse hide?
The place in the storeroom where Miss Jensen hid was...
Sure.
No. Yeah?
Go ahead.
Take that! She hid inside this costume trunk.
Costume trunk, huh?
Now that you mention it, that box was already there before I snuck in. I figured I would hide in there myself, but it was wrapped up nice and tight with a chain.
How could she breathe?
and it was locked too, so I had to give it up.
I suspect
Remember
that
when Lana hid in like the clothes box a long time ago?
Oh yeah. Oh my god, that's a fucking...
The bouncy ball?
Yeah, I remember that. I suspect that when you snuck into the room, Miss Jensen was already inside the trunk.
Yes, it would have been bad if one of the guests from the auction had opened the lid.
The salami lid.
Af-
Sorry.
After instructing me to hide inside, the conductor wrapped a chain around the costume trunk. I think they went downstairs using the lift shortly thereafter. It was right before the auction.
So then, when the auction began, only you and Miss Hart were in the storeroom.
Yes, that should be right.
The auction had been going on as usual, but when a certain participant made the winning bid, the conductor committed the crime. Miss Hart must have heard the altercation that occurred then.
You betcha. I was trembling behind that there statue the whole time, though.
Following the altercation, Jill Crane was murdered. As you can see, after killing Jill Crane, the conductor carried her body to the costume trunk. And Miss Jensen, who had been hiding in the trunk, was made to take Miss Crane's place. The victim's body was placed inside the costume trunk. The conductor then took Miss Jensen, who had been made to look like Jill Crane, and returned to the auction hall as if nothing had happened. Was this roughly what happened in the storeroom during the incident?
Yes, that's right. Hold it! Pulling the old switcheroo with one of the auction guests? Ain't that impossible? That gal and the murder victim are two completely different people, you know. Don't you reckon one of the other participants would have noticed and caused a ruckus?
No, not at all. The reason they didn't notice the switch was because she stole the victim's clothes. She used the victim's name.
She acted like the... Well, all of the above?
No, I assure you, I'm Phoenix
Technically,
Wright.
all of the above.
Yeah, she stole the victim. And plus, she wouldn't have to really act like the victim because she had the face,
the voice changer,
and the mask
yeah.
anyway. That reminds me though, if everyone there is from the PIC, what's the point in wearing masks? If everyone knows each other already.
They get to feel cool and special, and if they have outsiders come in as special guests, then they have to protect their identity, and
That's true.
and whoever the conductor is also has to run the auction, so that means there'd have to be another person sitting in on the auction as a customer.
That's true. Anyway.
Alright.
From what I can tell, Miss Jensen and the victim appear to have a similar physique. What the fuck is that flying in my room? It's huge. What is that?
It's me.
Around the room.
No.
Get out of
potato.
room.
This is what you get for doubting me!
Furthermore, there was a rule requiring a mask to be worn during the auction. If their clothes were the same, I doubt anyone would have noticed she was a different person.
Yes, I blended right in. I borrowed Miss Crane's clothes and... Ouch! You mustn't embarrass the dead like that. I know, I also thought it was pretty heartless to leave her exposed like that.
Oh, shish!
Oh.
So when the conductor wasn't looking, I covered her up in the raincoat that was up for auction. Oh!
So
So that's what
was the one.
that's what Kay saw.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay. That's what Kay saw. She saw the body lying down with the
But
raincoat.
guys, she must have been pressured into helping and, like, felt bad.
Nah,
if she,
fuck off.
like-
That's her problem.
So she was the one who put the red raincoat on the
Yeah.
victim. And
Are you
then...
naked? That's your problem.
No, that's the... She was feeling bad for the other person. Like, what's the doctor? So I was like, nah, that's her problem for being stupid.
Oh.
I mean... Okay.
And then the auction resumed as if nothing had happened.
I reckon I took the picture of her in the red raincoat after that. I'd make all the facts line up. After I took the photo, I went over to the lift to sneak a peek down below. I witnessed the 11 participants, and then I hightailed it back behind the statue.
Don't tell me. You were hiding there the entire time until we found you?
Nah, that's... how should I put it?
What is it? Did something happen?
I didn't mention it before, but after that I might have dozed off a little. To be more precise, I fainted. Well, something like that.
So something did happen.
It ain't no big deal. Kinda embarrassing to say, though. There's this huge thump sound all of a sudden. I was a little surprised by that. It was right after I had just witnessed a murder, so I was shaking in my boots. My heart sort of tightened up, and I was off to La La Land. When I woke up, it was already the next day, around the time y'all came by the storeroom.
I see. So there was a large sound. Miss Hart, I take it you do not know what transpired in the storeroom beyond this point?
I guess, but after the auction, all the masks were properly returned. So I reckon the participants had exited through the storeroom just like I done said.
Miss Jensen, what were your actions after the auction resumed?
I took the victim's place and participated in the auction. The conductor instructed me to win the bid for the costume trunk, because the body was inside it. It would have been bad if another auction guest won the bid for it.
You didn't realize the box was empty?
No, we only found out when I came up to the storeroom to pay the bill. The conductor was with me and told me to go search for her immediately. And then I found another girl collapsed in front of the ladder.
Kay.
Yes, she probably fell down from the roof and lost consciousness. Maybe the victim left the hatch open when she went up to the rooftop.
I understand now. Kay was surprised at seeing the collapsed victim and did not notice the open hatch. She must have missed her footing and fell down into the storeroom. Miss Hart, I have determined the sound of you Miss Hart, Miss Hart, I have determined the sound that made you faint. It was likely the sound of Kay falling onto the storeroom floor.
That might have been it. Though I reckon it'd be kind of pathetic to faint over something like that.
When Miss Jensen found the unconscious Kay, Miss Hart was also unconscious behind the statue. The situation is becoming clearer to me. Miss Jensen, please continue your story.
After I found Kay and the victim, I put them both in the trunk. If the customers at the auction found out, there would have been a huge commotion.
Was this an order from the conductor as well?
Yes, it was. But since I secretly decided to put the raincoat on Miss Crane, I had to dispose of the raincoat without the conductor noticing.
So the conductor didn't anticipate the raincoat becoming another piece of evidence.
And finally, we dressed Miss Crane in a spare conductor's outfit.
I see. In doing so, you made the victim appear as if she was the conductor.
In the end, the auction ended without anyone noticing anything.
Miss Jensen, your crimes have become clear. If you know anything else, please hold nothing back.
I want to help you more, but that is all I know. If I had to say, there's just one thing that bothers me. When I took Miss Crane's place, I borrowed her clothes. But there was no way for me to borrow her hair. Ouch! What kind of coroner's assistant goes around stealing a corpse's hair?
I would think that robbing the deceased of their clothes would be questionable enough.
Both the color and the length of our hair is different, so I was worried about how to disguise it. However, the conductor even had a wig prepared for me. In fact, he had 2 of them. Inside the costume trunk, there was both a straight wig and a wavy wig.
2 weeks? Why were there 2?
Who knows? Maybe it was a precaution in case the victim had changed her hairstyle? I ended up using the straight wig to match Miss Crane's hair.
So that means the wavy wig was left unused.
Wait, the wavy wig, is it brown or?
Pretty sure it's brown, because, what's her name? Jill
That's-
Crane's hair is brown.
Mm-hmm.
So the only person who has kind of brown hair is the best.
What? No
Yeah.
way. No.
No, wait. Look at my screen. Look at my screen. Okay, that's her hair. Now look at all the profile. Because it has to do. It's
Gumshoe!
It's gumshoe.
How do I
No,
actually...
no, because like we need to find someone with wavy hair.
Emma!
I don't think it's Emma because it's not a wavy. See, the only one with wavy hair are the best and his dad.
Emma, you
But
fucking bastard.
wait. Justine, when she puts her hair down because of the braids, it'd be wavy.
Yeah, but the color is different. I also thought Justine in the beginning.
It's dark brown.
No, look at the
And in
Crane's
the
hair.
picture, her hair's
Look, Crane's hair
it's
is.
weird. In the autopsy
you might
report,
be
it looks
right.
dark brown, though.
It does.
That's what I
So that
think.
trips
That's what I
me up.
thought too. That's what I thought too. But then I remembered like they were copying Crane's hairstyle. So the one in the autopsy report. Wait, why is her autopsy report darker than her usual one?
That's what
Yeah,
that's what
that's-
Bella noticed as well. By the way, did you guys notice that this sprite looks a little less refined than this one and the others?
What the? Karen looks fucking uncanny. Holy shit. That looks uncanny.
Look at that.
Oh, Maria. Yeah.
I think it's because they got Gumshoe from the previous game.
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the,
no,
trilogy.
Yeah.
At this point, this is like a 10-year-old sprite. It's so funny.
Everybody looks so crooked, and then Gumshoe's like perfection.
Anyway,
Still got the old art style.
is that really all you know?
Yes. Yep, that's really all I know.
So that means you don't know who the conductor is.
I'm sorry, I only knew that person as the auction conductor. I never saw that person without a mask on.
Well, that is what the point of the mask is.
The conductor seemed to be on guard towards everybody.
Oh, at this rate.
He's grabbing his lighter. Hold on.
Crazy
Yes,
action.
boy. Is that all you've got?
Steer fire in the mic.
Even if that little nurse is an accomplice, it changes absolutely nothing, you know. In the end, the true culprit is still Kay Faraday. All you did was add another criminal, you know. Rule of law cannot be overturned, at least. Not for your sake.
But if I had fallen in unconscious after, like, tripping... Huh?
How could she have done it? Well, to be fair, they don't know what happened to the body before she fell in.
Exactly.
So. Is this as far as I
But-
go? Haha, Faraday. Am I unable to save Kay?
No. Oh,
Yes! Yes!
friend. Yes, I'm back.
Franziska,
Objection!
why are you here?
Didn't I tell you, Mars Edgeworth? Whenever it is a case, I follow. Prosecutor Von Karma, your hard work is most appreciated.
I sense
Fight,
the
fight,
tension.
fight, fight, fight.
I'm
please.
surprised she's not on the committee.
That's true.
However, don't get the wrong idea. I only came here to find out the truth behind what happened to Kay Faraday.
Wait, to be fair though, isn't she only like 19?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. No wonder she can't be.
Wow.
Yeah. She can't be on the
How'd she
committee 'cause
get
she's
through
still
law
17.
school that fast?
She's
She
a
got
prodigy.
under law school when she was 13.
And she's a prodigy.
Yeah. I didn't plan on forgiving you for abandoning the prosecutor path. For
Hey, that's
abandoning
the
me.
I understand.
You should thank your former subordinate. He gave me a valuable information which may save Kay Faraday.
Detective Gumshoe did?
He was useful?
What the heck?
Wait. Listen well, Miles Edgeworth. This will be the final piece of evidence. Jill Crane suffered the wound on her head first. We already know that. Well, someone say something! Why are you looking at me like I'm stupid?
Well, I hate to say it, but we already proved that.
Already proved.
Yes, well, just a few.
You should have told me sooner!
You're the one who barged in here and started talking.
Well then, does that mean you found out what the murder weapon was already?
No, not yet.
Is that so? In that case, listen well. The victim was struck on the head with a blunt, cylindrical object.
She was gonna say the candelabra.
Cylindrical.
What is cylindrical?
Okay.
Like a cylinder?
Like a can. That's a cylinder.
Yeah.
So it was the banging,
The gavel. Yep.
the gavel.
Probably.
Yeah, I was right. Okay. The wound on her chest was suffered post-mortem.
A cylindrical murder weapon.
Oh, Jesus.
Why
She was
sound
murdered
like
with
that?
mug.
Mug!
Murdered with a mug.
No, with mug.
With mug.
Oh.
You know, like the root
It's not the
beer
weirdest
can.
thing that happened in Ace Attorney. I'm sorry.
Squat. Complicated.
Hey, how you know that's what I thought of?
Complicated.
Okay, complicated.
Uncle Ray Tracing.
Complicated.
Obligations.
Compli-
You know, this report of yours, I trust is accurate, of course.
Those were the results of the two independent autopsies carried out by two respected doctors.
Don't tell me the other doctor was Dr. Hardy.
Shh! Don't talk about it.
Objection. That's reassuring, but it.
Interpol is after the black market auction, and I'm the prosecutor in charge of the investigation. The victim participated in the auction.
Hold on.
Dun dun dun.
Why not?
Who is
Why are
that?
you still awake?
Playing that? Someone keeps on playing with like a drum.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's like a drum.
No,
Get loud.
that's me. That's me tapping on the microphone.
Ow!
Sounds weird.
Okay.
Rattle.
Therefore, there's only one. It was only natural for me to investigate, especially now that she's been murdered. What the fuck?
I see. Clever girl. Little Von Karma.
Then it has been settled. The victim died from a blunt force trauma to the head.
Is that foreshadowing?
Yes. Unfortunately, the murder weapon has yet to be found.
Just knowing the shape of the murder weapon gives me an idea of what it might be.
Hey, in my investigation, we didn't find any other murder weapons, you know.
If you consider the conductor's positions and the crime scene, the answer should be clear. The blunt cylindrical object used in the auction hall was
The Judge Garvel.
Judge Courtney's gavel. An
She was the
auction
kill?
gavel.
No.
If it was specifically her.
The judges.
Maybe that's
the
why she's
judges.
helping us, because somebody stole it and used it.
Huh.
Maybe,
Why
but
wouldn't
like
she
they
report
said in the they said in the confession, they said Lolo said sorry. She said the judge was like banging his gravel until like she couldn't hear anything.
So it's
it has to
probably
be
the
the
auction
judge's
gavel.
gravel.
Because the auction gavel
Yeah.
is what disappeared afterwards.
I don't think it's Courtney's gravel. What?
No, I was just
Okay.
making
I
a
was like, what are you pressing?
What?
No, you're right. You're right. That's what...
It was something the conductor had in the hand during the auction. Namely, an auction gavel.
An auction gavel. We didn't find anything like that. If the culprit is the conductor, it may be possible that the gravel may be the murder weapon. However, that alone is not reason enough. Wouldn't you agree?
Of course, I have proof to back it up. This piece of evidence
you
proves that the
back
murder
it up-
weapon is the auction gavel.
If you back it up, is it fast enough? I'm kidding.
Look at all your
Laura's-
evidence. She actually mentioned it earlier.
Laura's autopsy report. Laura's
Laura's autopsy? You mean her testimony?
yeah, testimony. Yeah.
Ah.
See the gravel.
Probably this.
Gavel.
I love my
Gabble,
memory
gab,
when I'm
gabble.
actually paying attention.
Take that! According to Miss Hart's testimony, after the victim had been murdered, it seems she suddenly stopped hearing the sound of the gavel during the auction. However, she had been able to hear it up until then. Why was that, you ask? It was because it had been used as the murder weapon and was covered in the victim's blood. It became necessary to dispose of it. Isn't that right? Blaze the best?
I'll have this search for the murder weapon performed immediately. Simple.
Well, good luck with that. You know, you gotta work as hard as you can while you're young, you see.
He's completely confident that we won't find it. He hid it in his beard, that's why.
Well then, while we search for the murder weapon continues, I hereby call a brief recess.
What? We'll see you guys next time.
continued.
Bye. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.
What's I like how whenever we record, we always say goodbye. We never say hi.
Bye. We don't care anymore.
Bye.
We just want to end this.
Bye, bitches.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier.
Hello, everybody. Oh, wow.
Ring ring, hello. My name is JPEG.
My name is Chicken. Okay.
Do we get the show
Why-
on the road
wha-
immediately?
Yeah,
Sure, but like, why is this chair so fancy? I want to have a fancy
Because
chair.
he's the king. He has the
Not the
throne.
queen.
Is
Oh,
he-
they're in court. Gumshoe, you're not even here. What are you doing?
What the heck?
Prosecutor Von Kama, your report, please. I have the bad news.
Oh boy.
We've searched every inch of this grand tower, but the auction gravel was nowhere to be found. That is most unfortunate. It seems I'm left with no choice but to pronounce a verdict.
Well, sure seems that way, you know. Normally, you wouldn't commit a blunder like leaving behind a murder weapon, you know. Best criminals would never do something like that, you see.
Are you
The best
speaking from
rules.
experience? Ugh, I don't have enough information. Is this as far as I can go?
Yes. It's a shame, you know, but it can't be helped. You see, this takes me back, you know, all those defendants who came to me asking for a plea bargaining. They trusted me, you know, told me every one of their dirty little secrets, you see. And when it came time for trial, I'd get them sentenced to life in prison. They were all completely dumbstruck, you know, each and every one of them. Oh, how I wish y'all could have seen it, you know, the stupid look on their face.
I shall hereby announce my verdict. Please, humbly accept the words of the law. Not the goddess of law, apparently.
There's nothing more I can do. With this, both Kay and I are.
If only there was some more evidence!
Gumshoe, come to the rescue?
I never thought that I would be passing a judgment on you like that.
Is this the end?
The defendant? Blaze the best. I hereby induct you!
What?
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 Oh, what's gotten into you all of a sudden?
I hear documents regarding a certain case. This is the IS-7 incident, a case that happened 18 years ago.
Documents, you say? Why would you suddenly... Wait, you don't mean... On the day of the crime, the record of your keycard was used because...
I came to this room to fetch those documents, of course. Although, when I entered the meeting room, it seems that it was before the black market action had begun. At first, I told you that I'd come to gather documents about you, Prosecutor Edgeworth. At that time, I simply could not tell you the truth.
What?
Aha!
What the fuck? What are you doing, Justine? Why are you indicting Pops? Without any basis. This is slander.
That's what you get for calling me mommy all this time. It's so convenient. That was a wonderful remark, Sebastian.
Huh? Really?
Of course, there's a basis during the case 18 years ago. Prosecutor Manfred von Karma fabricated information regarding the body.
That was because the body of the sculptor, Isaac Dover, had been stolen.
Papa fabricated information about the body? What do you mean?
Francisco, why are you surprised?